You never overcome fear by escaping fear. You need to grow, then money will follow where you grow.
So who we are is how much we own.
And this is why it's so important to surround ourselves with people that are going to encourage us instead to discourage us and put bad pressure, and feed our fear instead to feed our faith.
They'll harm you, not because they're not good people, they're just not to your level for your journey.
You know, often your mindset is affected by all kind of fear, experience that from our childhood or our environment or stuff that we face. And in elementary school, I started, we had to learn English, and I was mocked in the school because of my difficulty to speak and in English. And in my family, it was not, we were in a French family, but some people, they were just talking in English that we were not able to understand what they were saying, that they didn't want us to understand. Then these two kind of resistance affected me. And especially when you have some fear in your life, is a sign that you have to confront this fear, because it's a blocker of where you're supposed to go. And I needed to realize, okay, I had this fear, but if I don't confront this fear, you never overcome fear by escaping fear. You need to take massive action to confront this fear. No matter what people they're going to say, no matter what people they're going to think, just do it. And more you're going to do it, you're going to become better, you're going to have more confidence, and you're going to just learn and, be better and grow in that. This is why I decided, okay, for years, I refused to speak English because of this two trauma from my childhood, these two things that happened, and this fear that was set in my mindset. And I needed to say no more, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do to just, jump 1, 2, 3, go. And I'm going to learn in the process, in the journey, and embracing the journey. And this is why a lot of people, they don't make more money because they're just paralyzed by fear, Money will grow only to the extent you do. You need to extend yourself. You need to stretch yourself. You need to grow. Then money will follow where you grow.
Absolutely, because money loves to be invested. Because we always say money is spiritual. So you draw in that money and it has a purpose. You're reinvesting in anything, but that money's going to roll. It's living. It's living. It's spiritual. It lives. It's relationship. It has to go to a next relationship higher. So who we are is how much we own.
Yeah.
That's it. So our identity's got to be worked on. You got to take those limitations off and build those skill sets.
Yeah, exactly. And I just want to honor you for that, because on my side, you grew up in an English family in Canada, but at the same time, they put you at the elementary school in French. Then for a time, you learned French in school, speaking English in your home. But after that, you were surrounded all the time with French people. Then you mixed your French and English, and you were comfortable with the two languages. And when we moved in the United States, you just went back to your English. But for me to learn and to give me space for mistake, and you never mock me, you never discourage me, you never put bad pressure on me, you just encourage me to just work on it. And this is so important, because what you have done defeated this kind of trauma and bad pressure I had in my childhood, and you changed that. And this is why it's so important to surround ourselves with people that are going to encourage us instead to discourage us and put bad pressure, and feed our fear instead to feed our faith.
Interesting. Mind, got to set that mind to another level.
Yeah.
And because when you do that, you bring your money higher.
This is so interesting, because we're going to find out that rich or poor people, they always talk about money, but different way. Their mindset is different. Poor people, we're going to talk about money, how everything increased, how it's difficult to pay their bills, how everything is expensive. And rich people, we talk about how we can make more. What is the next things to do to multiply, to invest our money, about our assets, and how to just grow with our money. We talk about money all the time also, but different way, different mindset. And it's why it's so important to surround ourselves with people. They have this level of temperature higher to challenge us to have a different perspective of money.
Yeah, your surrounding is very important. Who you surround yourself with is so important. It'll determine the level you're walking into your future. Because it's all about walking into a future, to a future goal, to be there before you get there.
Yeah.
But if you've got the wrong people, they don't believe it. It's all about faith, right? So if they don't believe in what you're building,
Exactly.
they'll harm you. Not because they're not good people, they're just not to your level for your journey. This is a journey, right?
Yeah.
And you bring your money, your career, your gift set, your dominant gift to a different goal from one person to the other. So you really have to know who you are. That's the first thing when we coach people. They come in. We work on their identity and on their dominant gift, because the dominant gift all the other gifts will serve that dominant gift. And that identity is in that dominant gift.
Exactly.
But if you're surrounded, like you were saying, to the wrong people, the temperature's not good. It'll be just messed up.
It's
And you're
going to
like,
go back to the same set.
they'll bring you back down. They're there to push you.
Exactly.
Not to
And
bring
this
you down.
is why it's bringing us to the second point right now, because the result, the money, the level of your is a symptom, not the source of the problem. It's just a symptom. This is the result. This is not the source of the problem. And a lot of people, they try to fix
the symptom.
the symptom instead to go to the source that created this symptom.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. You got $2,000 a month and you're spending $3,000. Let's go to the symptom is that, but let's go to the real thing. What's happening behind why you're spending $3K when you're making only $2K? There's two ways you can go. You can downsize or you can create more wealth, right?
Yeah.
There's only two ways you can go. That depends of your mindset.
That's exactly. And this is why to make money,
Yeah.
you have to know the system to make money.
Yes, you got
If you don't know the
Got it.
system, you will have always problem with money. Always this symptom.
The symptom.
And you don't like the symptoms. You just want to see the change. But people, they just want to see this symptom go away. But you need to go to the root
Yeah.
and deal with the root to fix the root.
That's right.
Then after that, you're going to have a different result. But if you don't do that, you're going to be, stuck in the same pattern. It's clear, some research showed that a lot of people, they win lottery and they were poor. They won a lot of, money, millions of dollars. And after a couple months, came back to the same set level of temperature.
Yeah.
They lost everything or almost everything. And you take people, they know the system. Their mindset is different. They know the system. You remove all the money. And in a couple months, they're going to go back to the same level. Because when you reach a level, you can recreate this level. And this is why it's not about the money. It's about the system, how to make money and multiply the money. More you learn that, more you're going to see the increase, the change. But if you don't change, it will not change.
You copy or you do what somebody's doing and you became like that person, imitate that person.
Yeah.
That's how you succeed.
To model.
You model that person and you go in and you say, okay, now what is the mindset of most people? They'll be, instead of looking at, okay, I got a symptom in my life, I'm overweight. Now that's a symptom, right? But if you don't go to the root and start eating right and, doing exercise and doing what you have to do, you got to find a model, go to that model and imitate that person. Do what they do. You're set. Your mind will be set to
Correct.
a different level. And it's going to be tough because you're breaking a lot of barriers. You're walking into a new world that you've never been in. You've always been average. So the symptom will only go away if you take a system that somebody did over and over again and succeeded.